Good morning guys. At tatakaroon sa Heineken Factory Brewery. Okay. Mutilaw to silang Heineken. Magkuha sa taog tram at padong. Dari wala lang road. Wow. It's very complicated. Cody. Oh, hintay lang. Nata sa Osdop di Aker. Kuha ta og tram. Nya asa man ta mohuno ani Cody? Atong stop asa man?
What stop? I don't know. The way the fee works is like it's per kilometer.
Okay. So ato ta mohuno sa Westfield de Grass. I see here. Oh, mabasa ni Westfield de Grass. Na nata diri sa Heineken Brewery na tas dosya to ang oras nasudlo na ta sa ilahang factory. But you don't need to drink at it. But you cannot come here.
Did you bring a water bottle?
Si Cody mag-taste ka na ng yung taga-amin nila og kanang coins ket mo na ibayad mo mag-try og inom og biro niya dakabok kubog kami.
English. If you don't speak English, I'm sorry. I don't really speak anything else but English and Dutch. And who speaks Dutch? Exactly. Beautiful. That's Andre and Heineken. What a name. I know. Very Dutch with that G in there. He founded this building and he started building it in 1867. That was when these were still the outskirts of the city of Amsterdam, which meant we had a lot of space to grow and expand. And we had a convenient canal right out front for shipping in ingredients. Those would get pumped up through the roof and then stored in one of the 32 silos. You see 8 of them above your heads, and one of them doesn't have a lid on because we're going to do a little demonstration. You, sir, seem like you're the perfect volunteer, so come on to the front. What's your name? Wow. Exactly, Rodney. I hope you know how to swim. One more time, or are they good? One more time, he decides. Ta-da! Even more inspiring the second time. Let's see. So if you have a Heineken beer bottle, swirl it around, you'll see the middle on there. See the name on there. It says Geboten door, from 1920 to 1933.
Prohibition.
Exactly. Alcohol was illegal in the U.S. You could not buy, drink, sell it, nothing. Very depressing times. But in 1933, President Roosevelt thought enough is enough. I don't want to be a buzzkill anymore. So he signed the Constitution, ended the prohibition, and spoke the famous words, "Now would be a good time for a beer."
I am shopping for the fourth generation of the Heineken family. By now, you know that my great grandfather founded Heineken By focusing on these core values, we'll continue to ensure a sustainable future for our company, our employees, and our shareholders. On behalf of the Heineken family and all those who work for Heineken around the world, thank you for your visit. We hope that you enjoy drinking Heineken as much.
You're going to have the freshest Heineken beer you'll ever have in your life because it comes straight from our brewery, and that way you taste it and you know exactly what is inside. So, first one, water. I know, not super exciting, but it's quite important. 94% of your Heineken beer is just plain water. It's not because we are Dutch and we are cheap. You have to trust me on this. You really need this much water. 5% is alcohol, 1% is the other stuff. First, other ingredient is barley. Right there as well. Type of seed, type of grain. What's so special about it is that it contains a lot of starch. Starch is a long chain of sugars that are all connected to each other. And then if you want to brew some beer, you want to break this apart. What we do is we let the seeds sprout so they open up a little bit. Put them in a low level of water. Then we roast them 70 degrees Celsius and then put them in the water. And then heat it up to 78 degrees Celsius. Now, it's a lot of technical stuff, but most important to know is that temperature cuts the molecular bonds in between the sugar molecules, in between the chain, and then you get individual sugars. And that's going to be really important for the quality of the beer later. Before that, we're also going to add my favorite ingredient called the hop plant. It's a type of bitter flower. We grow it in the Czech Republic. Over there, picture of the Czech Republic. Big plant, 5 meters tall. And over here, close up, a picture of the female part of the flower. Now, fun fact, the hop plant was used 10,000 years ago in ancient Mesopotamia. We have a pamphlet from them. And some women, some healing women, some doctors, they wanted to make a medicine out of the hop plant, and that's how they accidentally made beer. So, best accident ever. Beer started as a medicine, true story, and is made by women as well. Now, why do we use it nowadays still? It's because the lupulin, this is a small molecules inside the hops, the lupulin is so bitter it can kill different types of microorganisms. Fungi, bacteria, etc. And that's why they want to use it as a medicine, and that's why we use it to keep our beer good for long. The shelf life of Heineken is a year, sometimes even longer than a year even. And we don't have to use any unnatural additives. These 4 ingredients are the only 4 natural ingredients present in a Heineken beer. Now what the hops also does is it creates a foam head on top of your beer. Now, maybe you're from a country where you like a very thin foam head. You've already had a beer in the Netherlands, you know this, we like 2 fingers of foam on top. And this is the moment where I'm going to tell you that that is the correct way to drink a lager beer, a golden colored beer. Why? Because the foam head on top makes sure the oxygen does not go inside and bond to the fruit aromas, making it sour. So now you know why that is. And the hops is responsible for that nice bitter foam at the top. Now, after the hops, we're going to filter it out, we're going to filter out the barley, and then we're going to add our secret ingredient called Heineken A-yeast. A-yeast has been developed by Dr. Elion 150 years ago, has been unchanged since then. We only keep it in our brewery, and only the 3 highest master brewers in our company know exactly what is inside and how to make it again if it ever gets lost. And these people, they cannot be in the same plane, eat the same food in a restaurant, or bungee jump together. It's a big NDA. What I can tell you is that the yeast is a fungus, and what it does is it eats all of the sugar from the barley that we produce by heating it up. And with that sugar, it will make some energy for itself, plus 3 waste products. At least for the yeast, it's just waste. For us, this is the holy grail. What the yeast makes is, first of all, some alcohol. It's 5% in a standard Heineken beer. Second, some bubbles. The bubbles are there to keep your beer fresh. And third, fruity aromas. And the fruity aromas, that is the true secret of Heineken beer. You're going to have that in a few minutes. So I hope you can enjoy that. Next part is the brew room. Have fun, guys.
So when
Who's
we went
cooking?
to na pinunta namin sa Scotland na Scotch naman yung ginagawa.
And yeast. Only the first two ingredients, water and barley. This is just the beginning of the process.
Ah, okay. Here's the milling. 78 degrees. Tapos lagay sa lautering. Tapos boiling. And then boiling 100 degree. Cooling. Fermenting. Lagering. Filtering. And bottling. Pwede na tayo magbuhat ng atong beer pang konsumo. Ja, Tulpinoy Amsterdam. Oh, sorry, okay.
You can come over here, finish your little beers.
Mga ko na yung sakto pagbutang sa beer. Dagang buwa. Lamig gini ay.
Als de lente komt, dan stuur ik jou tulpen uit Amsterdam. Als de lente komt, pluk ik voor jou tulpen uit Amsterdam. Als ik wederkom, dan breng ik jou tulpen uit Amsterdam. 1000 gele, 1000 rode, wens je jou het allermooiste, wat mijn mond niet zeggen kan. Zeg de tulpen uit Amsterdam.